Today's cards of the day are Hazelit's Ride Line and Supports. These are lyrical Monasteria cards. Fresh Start Hazelit is your typical D-series starter that kind of asks the question, does every schoolgirl idol start their day at the gym? Bouncy Gait Hazelit when rode upon by the grade 2 Hazelit lets you call up to one grade 2 or lower normal unit from your hand, then it gets to K power and an auto ability that makes you draw a card at the end of the battle. It attack to Vanguard, but it is placed to the bottom of your deck. Are we sure they didn't accidentally use the SP artwork for this card? This is one of the few times a low rarity lyrical Monasteria unit is seen in civilian outfit, let alone one that gives them a certain theme due to their race. Indecisive Pure White Hazelit when rode upon by the grade 3 Hazelit lets you pay 1 Soul Blast to call a grade 3 or lower card from hand to rear guard, then draw a card if you called. Wait a minute, the artwork shows her tying her hair, implying that she's dressing up. So does that dark blue cloth on her thigh is what I think it is. Yes, it's a hair ribbon. What did you think I was implying? Iridescence palette Hazelit once per turn while on Vanguard lets you pay 1 counter blast to give 5 of your normal unit rear guards to K power and an auto ability that makes you draw a card at the end of the battle. It attack to Vanguard, but it is placed to the bottom of your deck. They get an extra 10k power if you chose 3 or more units with this ability. Either Bushiroad Road learned nothing from the time leap mechanic, or they did, since any lyrical Monasteria card that has an auto ability that also works at the end of the battle would be able to use 2 abilities, since returning it to the bottom of your deck isn't a cost, and you do as much of the skill as possible. Adorable Shooter Cranferrier when placed on rear guard from hand lets you put a grade 2 or lower card in hand into your soul if you have a Hazelit Vanguard to either call a grade 3 card with 12k or less power, a grade 2 card with 9k or less power, or a grade 1 card with 7k or less power from the top 7 cards of your deck. You draw a card instead if you didn't call a card with this ability. Bushiroad finally gave the lower power value of some of the cards the nation has some purpose. Then again, the lower power was to insinuate that they're just normal girls in training. Finally, Rainbow Future Sherin while on rear guard gets 5k power when she boosts a rear guard while you have a grade 3 or higher Hazelit Vanguard. Then you can pay 1 Soul Blast at the end of that battle to move one of your rear guards in the center back row to an open front row rear guard. Flagberg Dragon players are probably pissed right about now. And that concludes today's cards of the day. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments if you know a unit the grade 3 Hazelit can abuse.